And then he needs to be looking at you the entire time, or can he look at me while answering what do you think? Because you're gonna edit at the end.
I'd prefer you looking this way, at me. You can get closer.
Why don't you go there?
I'll have to scream. I don't want to scream. Let me know when you're all good.
Yeah, we're rolling. You're good to go whenever you want.
State your full name for the record.
My full name is Lakshay Sharma.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Delhi, India.
Delhi, India. That's a long way from home. And
It
what's
is.
your major?
My major is industrial engineering.
And you're a senior or junior?
I'm a senior right now.
You're a senior. Why did you decide to major in industrial engineering? Why did you pick UB? It's a long way from New Delhi.
Well, yeah. So I started off with robotics in high school, and soon that interest became a hobby. That hobby became something of a very special co-curricular activity. And then I started looking up with majors where I could go into robotics or something related. And soon that turned into industrial engineering as I found out that my real interest was in processes and not just in making things, but making them better, improving them. So I ended up in industrial engineering. Coming to IUB, it was one of the schools I applied, and it wasn't like it was a dream school. I always planned to go here. But then as I applied on, it was one of those few schools that back then offered industrial engineering. And when I got in, I was checking out and I realized that this has one of the best programs in the country for industrial engineering. And I can't really explain in words how amazing my experience in IE has been so far.
Oh, that's nice. You said robotics was something you really liked, and that's what led you into industrial engineering. Could you talk more about
Yes, it kind of paved the path, but not. So robotics is basically mechanical engineering, but it started in 8th grade as a hobby, and then I ended up founding my own club back in junior high school, and I also ended up being ranked the 3rd in the whole country with robotics. Back then it wasn't that popular a hobby in India. And I was one of those few starting students who were actually passionate about robotics. And in North India, I was ranked 1st, and in all of India, it was 3rd, as I just said. Soon I started making things from scratch, learning outside of what I was being taught, innovating. And so I was really into mechanical engineering. But then I researched and ended up being industrial. So robotics was the starter, but it just paved the path.
How has your experience?
Here, pause. No, if you want to come over here,
The
like,
shadow?
no, if you just want to come and stand next to me, because then, like, I feel like it's more natural. Like, he's talking to you. If you're just standing next to me, you know,
Yeah.
that's like more natural. He can still look. Like, now you can just look at him. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it feels unnatural.
That's
Just
way easier.
Yeah.
Okay. How has the transition been? Because I know I'm from India myself, New Delhi. I know it's a very busy place with a lot of people, and it's a completely different atmosphere compared to Buffalo, which is a really quiet place. And like the general vibe is different. How was the transition?
I'll be honest, I really like the quietness of this place more. It's more peaceful, and it's not hidden from anybody that India is really crowded as a place. And I like that this place is not crowded at all, and the peace it holds, because New Delhi as a city is very loud. And it's very loud, and there's a lot happening, and here it's quiet. Obviously, sometimes it gets a little boring, but I've grown to like it, and I think I would not want to end up in a city like when I retire. But for now, yes, I would want to live the city life, but over time, I would like to be in a quiet place.
Okay.
So I would say the transition has been pretty smooth and comforting.
Oh, that's. Let me just say that's a first, by the way. I don't hear that a lot from a lot of people. But okay, so tell me. Okay, I'm an international student myself, and I know very well how UB. It's not UB. How every American college basically makes tons of money of their international students, and the fees are mad high. And I know personally that in India colleges are not expensive at all. They're pretty cheap. So you did say UB had a really good program for industrial engineering, but considering the high fees, why did you continue? Why did you decide to come to UB? And why did you not stay in New Delhi? And Um, how's the how have you been? Okay, yeah, just answer that for now. Sorry.
So, I get to add to your point. Yes, college is very expensive here as compared to back home, but the amount of effort you put in to get into a good college in India, it just didn't seem worth it to me. Especially from the background I come, it would have actually benefited me to be over in India paying less tuition. But I'll be honest, the education here is better because it's more knowledge oriented. You're not running a rat race, but you're running a marathon. It's about finishing. It's not about just getting those grades, it's about learning. And for me, that's always what I've wanted. I haven't wanted to just get grades. I feel education should be driven by passion and not really by grades, and that's something that I found here. I wouldn't say it's in every student, but majority of people really want to learn here. They just don't care about the grades, they want to learn as well. And that's something that I've been always passionate about. And to be very fair, the Indian education system kind of does not emphasize about passion and learning and knowledge. It's more about just learning it and vomiting it in an exam. And to be told knowledge is not about a piece of paper.
All right.
So the cost of knowledge and the cost of tuition, I feel the knowledge is more important than the tuition any day.
Yeah. Other than that, experiences. I personally have changed a lot as a person compared to India because there are tons of things you need to take care of, right from your laundry
Yes.
till paying your bills. You need to do everything on your own once you're in the United States. So, on that regard, what else? Tell me more about your life in the United States and how you've supported yourself or
You're asking me to sum up 3.5 years in 3.5 minutes.
you could take 30 minutes too. It's all good.
So yeah, I came here fall of 2015, and which was my second time coming here. I came here 3 months before that in April for a conference in California, and that gave me a good idea of how reaching here would be like, but that gave me no idea about how it would continue to be. So when I got here, I was comfortable in settling in, but then when life started, yes, I was homesick as hell, and it wasn't. I'm not gonna call it. I'm not gonna call it an easy ride, but it's just like, you know how carbon needs to go through intense heat to turn into something more precious than coal. It was something similar. Now, I'm not calling myself a diamond, no way. But I'm just saying that it was intense pressure and stress that caused me to be where I am. And by intense pressure and stress, I mean it was a failed relationship, depression, diagnosed depression for about a year. I was diagnosed with depression in 2016 and continued to take antidepressants for about 2 months. And since then, I wouldn't say I've been completely healed of depression because, depression is a disease, but being depressed is a feeling. So it doesn't go away just like that. So it's been tough. Besides that, there was obviously independence, financial independence. I've tried to not take any money from my parents since 2016. And as far as I can remember, all I've taken is about $300 in the last 2 years from my parents. Obviously, there's tuition involved, but beside that, I've always tried to not pressure my mom on it because she's the sole person paying for this, she and my grandma, and that puts immense pressure on her because she's just a school teacher back home. So, and then there was a transition. I've worked about 3 jobs. I worked almost every break I've been here. I've only gone back home twice in the last 2 years. Actually, twice in the last 2.5 years. And that's been about it. It's been tough, but I'll be honest, when I look back, when I look at myself, it just seems worth it. It's what comes with the whole experience, I feel experience comes from bad experiences more than good experiences. Back home, I was really good academically. I used to be this math genius sort of a person. I used to score well. And then I come here, my second semester, I end up getting a D in Calc 2. All because, I'm not trying to make excuses, but it all goes about depression, about things not going right, about me wanting to go back home. But I got out of it. It was I believe it was a phase, and I got out of it. And junior year onwards, I really worked hard towards my grades, and from the junior year onwards, they were really going up because obviously I came here to learn. So if my grades are not really at par with my other experiences, that doesn't really count. So I worked hard, and the past 2 semesters have been really good. I got a promotion at my job, the job I worked with since I'd say March 2016. So since last year, I worked as a student manager with campus dining and shops, and that's been it.
So this entire thing isn't that smooth, like the transition. You
It's
did
not.
say your carbon metaphor that
Yes.
it did take its toll on you,
Yes.
but okay. So you're a senior now, so you